Welcome to Sunday Mornings with Enlightenism. I'm Brother Malcolm,
I'm Sister Carolyn.
and we are here to share Enlightenism insights with you on a bright Sunday morning. Enlightenism is a new way to think and live. And Sister Carolyn is going to get us started with some powerful insights about a new way to think and live. She is an Enlightenism practitioner, teacher, and workshop facilitator. And she will give us some great information today to get us started on a new way to think and live. Here's Sister Carolyn.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Brother Malcolm. Yes, I am. I am an Enlightenism teacher and consciousness practitioner. And that's what I bring into the world. That's what I bring to my family. That's what I bring to others in going about my life. I understand what this living is about. And Brother Malcolm and I present the Enlightenism broadcast so you too can become aware of who you are and why you do what you do. And also how to use that power that is within you. That power that we are talked out of. That we are taught other things about ourselves. The one thing about Enlightenism that opens up this broadcast for me is to share with you that you are born whole, perfect, and complete. Faceless, formless, and colorless. And have everything that you will ever need for the journey. You have everything that you need. And when we use this power that is within us, this power that we've not used for so long in our lives until it's become unknown to us, we continue to do our bidding from the illusionary world. That world that we were taught to live in by well-meaning others. That world that we were taught to live in that no longer gives us the peace, the compassion, the love, and the state of being in our life. And so the idea of this broadcast is to share with you the many different ways to discover this power that is within you. This power that speaks to you in a still small voice. This power that says, don't do that this time. That we have learned to ignore for the illusionary world that we live in. We do things that become agreeable or acceptable from the outside. This morning I was cutting a grapefruit and I thought about Enlightenism as I do all the time. What I know about Enlightenism is about discovering who we are. And the only way that we can get into understanding who we are so that we can begin to change this toxicity that has become a part of our living. It's like the grapefruit. I had to penetrate the grapefruit to get inside to see what was in there. Now, my idea, when I look at a grapefruit, I always think they're going to be juicy and so on. However, sometimes when I penetrate the grapefruit by cutting in or by peeling it to eat it, I find it doesn't taste the way I want. And what I know, what I want to share with you, when you open up to Enlightenism, you have to penetrate your beliefs, the decisions that you make. you have to understand something about who you are. And the idea of Enlightenism is to work inside so that we know what is in there. And we began with the first principle of Enlightenism by penetrating the self. When we accept that we are responsible for the current conditions in our life. I say that often on this broadcast because the years that it has taken me to open up and understand, which I continue to do. Enlightenism is about understanding this every moment of your life. It's not about finding it and reading it and so on. Initially, that's what you do. But I've gotten to the understanding where I understand that I'm responsible for the current conditions in my life, whatever they are. And like the grapefruit, or like any food that we get into, we have to penetrate that food in order to get into it, to see what it tastes like, what's inside. And what I know about Enlightenism, getting into the self and opening up the self with the first principle of Enlightenism, is sometimes we don't like what we discover. But when we open ourselves up with that first principle, knowing that you are responsible for the current conditions in your life. But above that, knowing that you have within you this power of Enlightenism, this power that you were born with, that you can operate your life with that power. You have the power now to understand who you are and why you have done some of the things that you have done. With Enlightenism, Brother Malcolm and I always say, it's a new way to think and live. When you understand that you have not been living the way you've desired to live, you don't want to penetrate the fruit and say, well, I'm all right with it. I've been doing this for so long, I might as well keep on doing it. Well, that's a decision that you can make as well. It doesn't make you good or bad. It just says, I don't want to work on myself. I don't want a new way to think and live. This broadcast is for all those people who desire a new way to think and live. And they realize with the way that they've been living, it has not brought them the clarity and the peace and the compassion and the steadfastness that they desire to see in their life. It is only when you see what you don't like that you're willing to change it. It is not about changing others and telling them how they have to live to be in your life. It is about you telling yourself about how you want to be in your life. When we talk about a state of being, that is what we are talking about. Who am I being in this moment? Who am I aware of being in this moment? If I'm aware of not using the power that is within me for a new way to think and live, then what am I using? What am I using in this day? Well, I can say to you, you are using what others have given you, what you have accepted about yourself. When we say you are colorless, faceless, and formless, and have everything that you will ever need for the journey, this power is what you were born with. It is what you have for the journey. You have all the components to get to the power. Sometimes the crying comes up. That's all right, because the crying is not where you want to stay. Sometimes the anger comes up, but you know that's not where you want to live. You want to live with yourself. And when you live with yourself, you can also live with others. Because you then come to the knowing that they have that same power within them to change the way they think and live, so that they are living in this new way, a new way to think and live. When you come from this power and this process, you understand your beingness. Who are you aware of being? And now it's time for Brother Malcolm to bring his piece to the Enlightenism message. I now give you Brother Malcolm, author, speaker, and creator of Enlightenism. Brother Malcolm.
Thank you so much, Sister Carolyn, for those wonderful insights. Got us started, got the juices flowing in our minds, Sister Carolyn.
Thank you. Thank you so
much. Thank you. Okay, folks, I'm Brother Malcolm, Powers of Mind, author and philosopher. On the philosophy of Enlightenism, a new way to think and live, how to change your mind. Today I'm sharing insights on the power you have to overcome spiritual self-victimization. That's a lot. Spiritual self-victimization and the power you have to overcome it. What do I mean by spiritual self-victimization? We victimize ourselves based upon the information that we have heard about the God, the greater power, that we believe what other people have told us about the power. Then we become victimized by the information, meaning that we believe that this is the only way that you can have a relationship with this power within you. The power is within you. It's consciousness. It's invisible. It's colorless, faceless, and formless. It's whole, perfect, and complete. It's in you. But when you detach yourself from the power within you, then you attach yourself to the power that's outside of you. And what's outside of you are the beliefs and values from other people that are telling you who you are and what this power is about. Then you begin to believe it. Then you begin to believe you are inadequate. Then that becoming feeling inadequate about yourself is called self-victimization. You're victimizing yourself based upon the beliefs that you're using to define who you are. And how do you know that you've been self-victimized and yourself? How do you know you've self-victimized yourself? One of the things you can know very clearly is what I have discovered is that when you believe that the greater power of God is in you and you have a relationship, then you know when things are not feeling right in your life. When you don't know the cause of things feeling right in your life, then you think they're outside. If you're angry today, if you're perceiving people primarily based upon race and color and the definitions that someone has told you about what they mean, then you have detached yourself from the power within and you're relying upon the things outside of you to define who you are and what you think about yourself. Enlightenism is establishing a trustful relationship with the power in you and freeing your mind of the self-victimizing beliefs of other people. Because when you really think about this, see, when you really think about it, no one knows more about you than you do. And no one can tell you, if you believe God is within you, then you know that you have access to God. You don't need a middle person. You don't need someone to tell you that God is in you. You can discover it for yourself. You don't need to rely upon information thousands of years ago that you cannot verify. There's no veracity of what was said. You cannot say that it's truthful. But the truth is that you're in the world today and you have feelings about who you are, and you're using some type of beliefs to define who you are. And in the United States of America, where I live, race and color are really two things that are primary in all of our lives. That's the way we see the world and see ourselves. And then we start lying about what we see or being dishonest with ourselves. You see something. I see that my skin color is different than someone else's. Now, what does it mean? See, that's where the problem comes in. See, the problem comes in the society is telling us what it means. And then we take the information and self-victimize ourselves. You have a power in you that's greater than the definitions you're using to define yourself today. Let go of the past. Let go of the information that victimizes you. Let go of the spiritual beliefs that victimize you. Enter into a new way of thinking and living. And the new way of thinking and living is the enlightenism mindset, where you know that you are the greater power is within you, and you can overcome the conditions in your life. If you're angry today, ask yourself why you're angry and what is causing you to be angry about yourself. It means we're inadequate in our thinking. And toxicity makes us inadequate. We don't have any power with toxicity. We'll become victims of the world. And you go through generations and generations of never understanding truly about who you are. And if you're trying to connect yourself to something in the past, then you always come up in a mindset of pain and suffering. Let go of the pain in your life by creating a new awareness of being. Redefine yourself. Take some time today, folks, and redefine yourself and with power, and say that I have this power within me, and no one outside of me can impact me unless I give them permission based upon my beliefs and values. If I want the outside world greater than I want the inside world, then I become a victim of the inside world, meaning that I don't understand it and I don't want it in my life, except how it fits in to my agenda in the external world. In other words, you want to be famous, you want to be popular, you want to do something, but you don't want to do the work. You don't want to let go of the outside world, the external world, because it's difficult. Letting go of toxicity is difficult. It's challenging. There's no pain in it. The pain comes from your stubbornness, our stubbornness, to let go of the things that's causing us the pain. We want to keep it in our lives. Enlightenism is about letting go of the pain in your life. And you have the power to do just that, to let go of the pain in your life. And when you let go of the pain in your life, you realize that there are some things in your life that you can change right now. What is it? That you can spend some time in your mind and in your life believing that I am greater than the I that I created. I'm greater than the person that I created. And that's what enlightenism is about. It's the end of spiritual self-victimization. Victimizing yourself spiritually, believing what someone else has told you about the greater power within you. All of the people that are hollering and screaming about they know Jesus, they know God, and then when you really ask them, what do they think about the politics in the world today? Just a simple question. Just a simple question. What do they think about the political situation in the United States of America? And then you get a real measure of understanding of their level of spiritual empowerment. Is you victimize about things outside of you. And when you victimize about things outside of you, then you cannot deal with enlightenism that's inside of you. It exists inside of you. It is whole, perfect, and complete. And with enlightenism, you can overcome spiritual self-victimization.
Absolutely.
Because we are greater than we truly know that we are.
Absolutely.
Establish a trustful relationship with the power in you. And the power in you is God. A piece of God is in all of us, in all creation.
Absolutely.
Wherever God is, God is. And God is in you and in me. And Sister Carolyn.
Absolutely.
And I want to thank all of you for stopping by.
Yes.
I'm Brother Malcolm.
I'm Sister Carolyn.
And have a great day and check back with us. Be sure to get the book Enlightenism. Get the book Enlightenism as some way of acknowledging the work that we're doing and to share insights with other people in the world.
Absolutely.
And to open up the mind to change how you think and live. Enlightenism. Have a great day. I'm Brother Malcolm.
I'm Sister Carolyn.